Item 2, approval of the minutes and agenda. 2.1, approval of the minutes, May 9th, 2016.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of May 19, 2016.
May 9th? May 9th?
May 9th, 2016.
Okay. We have a first and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? 2.2, approval of the agenda, September 27th, 2016.
Make a motion to approve the agenda, September 27th, 2016.
Have a first and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Number 3, old business. There is none. Number 4, new business. 4.1, discuss and or take action on application for a permanent commercial business sign for 1401 Highway 96 North, map 18, parcel 22.01 on the height of their sign.
Madam Chairman, you skipped the public hearing.
That's,
You said 4.1, but you actually read the caption for 4.2. Unless yours says something different, you need to read it.
mine does say something
Oh, I
different,
can,
totally.
I can read it.
I'm
if you want
sorry,
me to.
mine does not have that on it at
You
all.
read,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll read it if you want me to. So, 4.1, public hearing to hear public opinion on an application to allow a permanent commercial business sign for 1401 Highway 96 North, map 18, parcel 22.01 on the height of the sign. Skip Hewlin.
What I need to do.
You need to find out if there's anyone, Madam Chairman, you need to
Yes.
find out if anyone here to speak for or against
Okay.
on the public hearing.
Can I stuff to y'all, is that acceptable?
Wait.
Do we need to do, yeah, let's do this first. Is there anyone here to speak for or against this in the public hearing? Okay, so now I just close.
Close the public
Okay.
hearing and then go to 4.2.
Okay, sorry, okay. The public hearing is closed. I don't have 4.2.
4.2.
Okay, so 4.2 is discuss and or take action on application for a permanent commercial business sign for 1401 Highway 96 North, map 18, parcel 22.01 on the height of sign.
Okay. If y'all have a picture, if y'all seen the photograph?
We do.
Yeah, I've got the picture.
No? Briefly.
Just if you could explain to us why the variance is being asked for.
We feel like it'll present a hardship for effective advertising for them if they have to stay at 10 feet. That red truck in the background is what they're going to be selling. They're going to have rows of trucks in the front and down the sides of their property. So a 10-foot sign, it just wouldn't do them any good, to be quite honest. And we chose 20 foot because before this was amended in 2009, that was our law here in Fairview. Our ordinance was a 20-foot height with a 80-foot square foot sign. And I talked to the customer. We got them to go down to 80 square feet because what we had first looked at with them was 100 square feet. And so what this is a 3 foot by 10 foot illuminated cabinet light at the top, and then a 5 foot by 10 foot LED underneath.
Double-sided.
Double-sided, that's correct. That'll give us the same that was allowed at one time in the city of Fairview without asking for anything out of what was the ordinary for a long period of time here in Fairview. It is out by the interstate. Their sales will increase tremendously. What they offer is there's 2 businesses. It's going to be a truck dealership that sells tractors, and they also repair trucks there. And Flying J doesn't repair trucks or sell trucks, but they have a whole lot of truck drivers come through there, and that's why they want this sign there and in the air to draw the Flying J crowd down to their location. Our money, speaking for the city and county, is going one exit up to the Petro, where they have a full-service truck repair and tire shop up there, and that's where a lot of your stuff's going. But if we can draw them into this place, help their business, help our tax base, help my business. So that's why I'm requesting it.
Madam Chairman, may I add something?
Yes.
The square footage of the sign under this revised ordinance is the same as the old ordinance, 80 square feet. Mr. Hall, when he called me about this, he said he's much more familiar with that area than I am, that there are several signs out there that's 20 feet already, so you're not going to be adding something that's an anomaly. But if you would, that's your decision. Whatever you decide to do, you need to have in your motion that it's based on either it will create a hardship on them to advertise their business, or it won't create a hardship. That's your call. It just needs to be in the motion so that we have documented why, under the statute, that you're either granting it or denying it.
Okay.
Madam Chairperson,
Yes.
I'd like to, one thing that hasn't been mentioned that Skip had talked to me about is these trucks are about 13'6" high. So when they're lined up, that was the reason he's asking for the variance there. But also, the pine tree that you see right there, located near the sign in your rendering there, that tree is coming down. It belongs to John Stark, and he's agreed to, for them to take it down, grind it up, and haul it our way. And the setback is 10 foot from the white line on the edge of the road there, so that'll also give a little more clearance there as far as sight distance. And the reason Skip actually had another rendering that I asked him not to go forward with, because I thought it myself personally might be a safety hazard, if I can find it here. That one right there.
With a water base.
Wider base and everything. So I asked him to go with the narrow one where it wouldn't create a whole lot of sight problems.
One other thing, Madam Chairman, Mr. Hewlin, would you explain to the board how this sign is lighted? Because I know we had some trouble in the past with people having like runway lights on some of these things.
Right. And in all honesty, part of it was consumer error and us being new in the LED world. Our new signs, this will be one of the new signs. They have a backup system now. And if the light sensor, we put light sensors on all our signs now, so the actual daylight dictates what the sign shows. So at night, it automatically dims down. And if that goes out, we have a default set that we can set in it in the computer. And if that sensor goes out, it defaults to the parameters that we put in, and we put 5% in nighttime. So it wouldn't blare like the other ones do. And we have new programs, that's software that's in our signs that makes it a lot more friendly to use. And for the people that was having a hard time setting their schedules and stuff up, it's a lot easier. And even the guys that had the trouble seem to be learning how to tone them down and keep them toned down. I turn them down every time I get to work on them, but they're not my signs after I sell them. But I like to think they are because it has my name on it. So.
And it's a fixed sign that doesn't move? It doesn't spin or move? It just-
No, the LED, well, they won't be showing videos or nothing, but they'll have to meet DOT laws where they have to hold for 8 seconds to be legal. And we explain that in the setup with everybody. And if they don't adhere to it, DOT gets them on DOT regulated roads, so, plus codes administration locally can too, yeah.
I would like to make a motion for approval based on the hardship posed by the height of the trucks and the sight distance that it would impede if the sign were lower. Is that enough?
Impede your advertising.
They won't impede your advertising.
Thank you.
I'll second.
We have a first and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion's granted.
Thank you.
Variance granted. Item number 5, if I have the right on item number 5, is adjournment.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Have first and a second. We're adjourned.